What is up, everyone? Can you hear me? Let me know. If you're one of my alphas, if you're one of my free wolves, where from the free program we're running all April, we are not going to be in the Discord this morning. We will be in the YouTube chat, all right? Don't even start with the no chart stuff, you guys. Don't even start with the no chart stuff. Let's get right into the scans. For those who don't know, I'm going to be running live masterclass again this morning, live trading masterclass. Part 1 was yesterday. If you want to go ahead and watch it after this, it's definitely worth it. A lot of really, really important lessons on that one. All right, my friends. But let's get right into it. SPY. Overall markets first, right? Pre-market process for me. And that's what we're going to get into, okay? Most people, a lot of people are just pumping stuff, right? Kind of randomly. I have a process. You need to be able to have a trading process where you can trade in a bubble. You don't have to rely on anyone. You're self-sufficient, and that's the kind of process that I have. So that's what I'll try to transmit to you this morning. We've got overall markets first, okay? When I'm talking my trading process, always overall markets first. How are they reacting? Bit hesitant, bit weak recently, right? I mean, really, if you want to look at it, since we broke out of these highs in mid-February, okay, we had a nice little run throughout February, and then mid-March, a little bit mid-March, we topped out, and we've been struggling since then, right? So the last few weeks, some trepidation within SPY, inflation up, war brewing in the Middle East still. So a lot of things that are going on that are contributing to what we're seeing right now, in my opinion. But does it affect small cap? That's the question, okay? When the markets are not as strong, it depends. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Right now, we're pretty much consolidating, okay? Let's get into tickers now, okay? Fresh split, SBFM. Right? They just did a split, and wow, that's pretty wacky. Honestly, how badly they got beaten up post-split. I don't like to trade splits on day one as a rule of thumb, okay? As a rule of thumb, I like to let them fade. And that's generally what I like to do. This one has a huge fade. Is something going on there? Don't see news. Just a split, okay? Kind of interesting how much that's panicked, to be honest, on day one, but generally speaking is against my rule unless it's trading in the ones post-split for me to trade it, all right? Y'all can see me, right? Let me know in chat. Sweet. Okay. INVO. First of all, let's hit my scan so y'all can see what I'm working with, okay? You can't see the filters, but all I'm filtering for is $50,000 volume, okay? $50,000 volume, percent change greater than 5. That's it. And you can see I've got 30 stocks on my scan, right? It's a tiny bit of volume. So, I mean, generally speaking, if I want to limit how many are on here, I'll just increase the dollar volume, right? And it'll decrease the plays. But especially pre-market, I like to see everything that's moving, make sure that I see all the PRs and all that good stuff. SPFM up 5,000. They're reverse split. INVO is up 170%. They are our big pre-market gapper, okay? I'm assuming they had news after hours yesterday. Okay, so they had an 8K. They had an 8K yesterday after hours and earnings, right? That's what it ended up being. There's that PR, okay? Sorry, let me move this. You. Increase in revenue. Net loss 8 instead of 10. I don't give a shit about earnings, y'all. In small cap, right? Is it moving this stock upward? Yes, at the moment, right? Really well. Volume, $43 million volume. 24 million shares have gone through INVO this morning. Okay. Daily chart. Are there gap downs? Always looking for gap downs. Gap down back here. Have they ran recently on big volume? Something else I'm always looking for. Here's the last volume that they traded. Okay. So when I'm breaking down daily charts and trying to figure out what's going on with a ticker, it's really complicated. And this is the best part about my process is it's very simple. Okay. It's not very complicated. The best part about my trading process is the simplicity behind it, but it's also adaptable. Okay. So there's a lot that goes into the trading, and that's what people don't understand, right? It's not just show up, bank every day. There's so many variables that go into this that are going to determine how aggressive I'm being, the size, all of that kind of stuff, risk tolerance for any given market. Okay. INVO has a catalyst that I don't love, right? So process, when we're talking process, trading process, and we're going to get more into this later, right? Let's break down some levels quickly. All right. If I were to trade this, I can't trade it up here. I can't trade the strength up here. It would have to really pull for me to find some sort of single. Obviously we've got the one thing I do look at is that we've got obviously these highs up in here in this 160 area, but, and we're seeing shorts cover, right? That's what this is. Pre-market shorts. Pre-market short sellers. Pre-market short sellers. Okay. Pre-market short sellers. Right? And then they have to cover and buy it here. And then you have new short step in using this high a day at some point, right? This is our new pre-market high. So if we see this spike, that's where Billy buys it. All the new crappy traders like, oh, that's, you know, all that kind of stuff. I'm literally looking at probably this area down here, right? For me, in terms of if I'm going to be trading it at all, it'd have to be down towards $1, right? Which is a 50% retracement off of where it is right now. And it's kind of a lot. I would not necessarily expect it to get down there, right? Would not necessarily expect it to get down there. So that'd be ideal and give me some sort of trade back to VWAP or something like that. Where's VWAP? That's what we got going on there. From a fundamental standpoint, we will go through their fundies really fast. This is dilutiontracker.com. Okay. Got a link to it in the underneath the video, like down at the bottom, I think. But this is what I use for fundamentals. This is what I use to find my reverse splits these days. It just cuts out a lot of the work for me for the most part. Sometimes I still have to double check things, but it's been pretty great in terms of finding what I need to find. Because what I need to find is, are they dumping, right? If you're new, you don't know what that means. You need to know what it means, right? I talk about it in all of my webinars pretty much. So just watch everything I have on YouTube, whatever you got. It's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to see if they have shares, if they're going to dump them, right? Because we're trading a bunch of scams essentially. And in this case, here's the historical outstanding shares, okay, versus the potential dilution. How many shares they have to dump. The cool part about this game, y'all, the best part about this game is that they tell you, right? They tell you. That's why it's legal. We talk about it. They have an offering priced at 285. They've hit 240 this morning, okay? 285, it's anticipated deal size. It is priced. Warrants at 285. Warrants at 285. Warrants at 285. From March 23. Warrants at 10. Warrants at 320. Okay. Not registered warrant, not registered. Okay. So I know now that when this stock gets to $2.85, y'all, okay, or right here, and I'll notate it for myself. 285. Think so, don't forget, right? Warrants. I know that there are warrants there. Does that make sense? The second this stock, you guys, crosses into this territory, they can dump a shit ton of shares. Thank you. Okay, 285. Right there. The second this pops, right, they can dump. So I know that. INVO. What else we got on the scan? WISA again. No, they went to 10. They went to 10. One of my pretty firm rules for small cap, y'all. And the only time you'll see me kind of come out of my shell and higher priced small cap stocks is when small cap stocks go from 2 to 7 or 1 to 7. It's a funny rule. We joke about it in my pack all the time. But when stocks go to 7, there's a 60% chance they go to 10. 100% of the time. All right. 100% of the time they go to 10. The move, and there's 5. So the move for me, and this is a very general strategy that I've been using recently. When these things do go parabolic, if I miss them, like WISA, right? If they get to 7, I wait for a big pullback. Generally speaking, they're going to hold around 5. If you're in my pack, say what's up. Let me know. Let everyone know how much it works. It's almost every time. And we laugh about it because it really is 60% of the time. It works every time. Right? There's another example of that. So I always like to watch the pull towards 5 once they go to 7. Okay. It's not 100% of the time, but 60% of the time it does move 100% of the time. There's WISA. What do I do with it today? Absolutely nothing personally. Okay. I love. Sorry. I love that this is a reverse split pump. Love it. Makes me so happy. Okay. Makes me want to be in splits. Guess what? I'm in splits. Even right here in my small account right now, I'm in CISS. This is based off WISA. Okay. So for those who are wondering, oh, well, you just buy splits all the time. No, I don't. You can, if you want, you can always kind of be working that scenario, no doubt. But for me, I really get split heavy when I see splits running. Let me know in chat if that makes sense. Please smash the like if you're enjoying these live, if you're enjoying the free mentorship that I'm running, throughout the month. I've been talking about it. Sorry, let me fix this chart so it's not all jacked for y'all. Not cutting off numbers. There we go. Anyways, if you've been enjoying what we're putting out there in the universe right now, let us know. All right, my friends. By smashing the like. Smash the like. Fucking hate it. All right. WISA, right? Makes me happy. WISA makes me happy, right? Misa happy with WISA. Stupid joke. 10, right? Hit 10, not much for me to do with it. Generally speaking, on a day 2 gapper, what I'll use as an entry to, like, look at this fucking entry, guys. And this is what I was talking about, by the way. If you're buying reversals correctly in good markets, the potential risk reward profiles are so ridiculous at the right times. Okay. I missed it. I missed WISA yesterday. And I missed the dip by to 5, which is kind of silly. Pretty much this area right here is what I'd be watching for a hold on a dip this morning. All right. Very simple. We've already gone through their fundamentals. They're not very dilutive. Okay. So that's what we got going on now. Okay. In terms of the idea for me, yeah, the only idea I really have at this point would be a pullback towards that I7 area, right? And I'd have to be very careful with it. I'd have to be very careful with it. That's all. All right. This is gapping a ton, y'all, right? It's gapping from $6 yesterday where it closed. So I'll watch it, but I'm not going to, like, on my small account, for example, this wouldn't be a trade. In my small account right now, I've got CISS. Why? Because they just did a split. I keep it simple, right? Look at WISA. What's WISA? They're a tech company. Okay. So this is my small account. That's why the balance says that. That's not the balance. Like when I sell this, you'll see the balance is over 3,000. For those who are just joining me today and are not aware of what's been going on, we've been running a free mentorship for the whole month of April already. All right. And this is just another part of it today. So right up here in the top right-hand corner, if you're not part of it, you can scan that QR code throughout the rest of the webinar and join up. All right. It's badass. Okay. So we got, again, free webinars, free daily watch lists that I think I'm going to run forever. We're doing a bunch of stuff, video lessons, giving away my guide for free. Get the fuck out of here. Smash the like, you know? Why? Everyone's like, why? Why not? You know what I mean? I actually make money trading. You know what I mean? So, and then, just in terms of, like, I'm watching so much bullshit. It's like, okay. You know, there's so much free stuff out on the internet, and that's the problem. That's also the problem. It's awesome. It's the most beautiful part of what's happening right now, but it's also a problem because there's so many people putting out a bunch of random free stuff from ChatGPT and, like, AI, and it just isn't going to help you. So that's the idea. And then hopefully get some of you away from the dumb things that you've been doing. Day 3, I grabbed some here on CISS. Very simple. All right. Lower float, reverse split, tech company. Right. Also grabbed a few shares of MRIN yesterday in my bigger account. Okay. They did a split recently. I think yesterday, right? 2 days ago. I'm sorry. So I've got some shares of MRIN, average there, 250. Average CISS is, you can see here, okay, 149, just kind of right where it's trading at. You know, it's not the best entry, but the premise is they have to hold $1 for 10 days. That's what you just saw. That's what you're seeing on WISA right now. That's what you're seeing on WISA, right? 2 to 10. Reverse split 2 previous days before. So the idea is maybe I can catch a PR, okay? Maybe I can catch a PR one, like tomorrow or the next morning. I'm not planning on selling. I'm planning on swinging CISS until they pop. That's the idea. Okay. I've got MRIN. I've got a few shares of TCON. Okay. And this one's a little sketch. This one looks like it still has a ways to go, potentially towards $1, right? But I have room to average on TCON. I have 2,000 shares. 166 average. It's not a great average. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Yeah, 166 is my average on TCON. And where are they right now? Look. Not much. Very illiquid. Very illiquid, you know. I don't have that many shares. TCON. right? What else we got going on? CISS isn't tech. Emrin is. I'm sorry. Emrin is a tech one. Correct. CISS is at $1 though. That's all. So that's the idea there. I've loaded a few splits. Okay. This is the loading of split. This is not reverse split pump. I'm trading the pump. This is me trying to position myself for the pump. Please smash a like if you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay. Do not chase any of this shit when they're illiquid. They will drop. You will get fucked. That's how it works. Right? And then then if they PR, I can wake up and take profits and then play with house money. No price action. Then I can dip by the price action if I want. All right. All right. All of these tickers, most of them are dilutive. And just because they're dilutive does not mean I'm not trading them, right? Markets are open. Markets are open. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Okay. Dang, CXA IPR'd, GFY. Merger news on a GFY. INTZ is, I think, a cybersecurity stock. I think they were kind of a recent split too. Yeah, they were. But there's a split pump on INTZ going on this morning, potentially. Okay. Not too much work off of chart wise. Risk idea on something like this would be arbitrary for me. Like size in my head would be like 250 size. Not trading it right now, just but no. Edible, I believe, was somewhat of a recent split. Remember going through the stuff correctly here. And yeah, absolutely. Okay. My risk on CISS is ultimately $1. Okay. Ultimately, it's $1 on my bigger account. On the smaller one, it's a little bit different, right? I don't want to lose $250 on this trade in my smaller account. Okay. Problem with edible. A problem with it, actually. Yeah, there was a problem. I think they PR'd already. I think they had a PR post split and didn't run. Could be wrong. Sweet. All right. Let's check out the day trades, y'all. Oh, geez. Straight halt. Right. Tiny pull on INVO, straight halt through high a day. Right. There's that entry we keep talking about. Now, again, it doesn't mean the stocks don't go higher, but it means generally speaking, you get fucked when you buy it here in the morning. Okay. Even with this halt up, like this could halt way up right now, right? We've been seeing that kind of recently. We know what we got up here. That's why I put that line there. So I just remember, oh yeah, there's warrants there. Okay. I know they can dump there, in other words. Are they trying to get it there? Yeah, looks like it. Right. And again, like we spoke about, like during pre-market, you know, when these things are running like that, it's just, you're going to have shorts stepping in this morning that are covering right now too. Right. So interesting. Nothing for me to do there. There's just not much for me to do there, y'all. All right. I don't really trade VWAP holds, right? I wouldn't trade this based on VWAP being underneath it personally. It's a shitty strategy. Risk reward wise, right? I know it usually gets stuffed in this area. It's just not an easy place to take a trade. Okay. Especially when the chart looks like this, right? I had all day, I had all after hours yesterday, particularly this dip, and I had this morning several times to be able to get better risk reward than what I have up here. Please let me know if that makes sense to you guys and gals. It's a really important concept. It's a really, really important concept right now, okay? Buying up here is what everyone teaches because it's what they know you want to hear. Okay? They know that this is what makes sense to you. That's how you feel right now. Okay? There's no better feeling than if you're long right now as a noob. There's no better feeling than that, right? That, oh my God, you're just seeing what, like, in my mind, what it's about to do when I was new was like unhalt and do that, right? Just from a perspective standpoint. In my head, that's what trading used to look like. I used to buy it up here and I thought it was going to do this and just go straight up through the breakout, right? Simply not the case. Simply not the case. Okay? What the hell is that all about? Mother F. What just happened? Oh no. Really hope. Oh, fucker. I knew it. Zach Morris pumped it. I got to get rid of it, y'all. Fucking shit. Well, that's how you do that, bitches. Oh, Lord. Oh, my goodness. No. I mean, it's cool, but it's like, mother, smash the like. It's cool. It's just, you know, for those who are like, oh, what? You know, what the hell? You're a genius. No, it's being pumped, unfortunately. And not by how I wanted to be pumped. I wanted it to be pumped by the fucking company. Damn it. You know? That's what I wanted. I wanted it to be pumped by the company. Maybe he's watching the stream. For those who are like, oh, look. And he does his little thing. Look, upcoming catalyst, and he does this whole thing. And then all these people, it's only got 3,800 views so far, right? For now. Just halts immediately, so. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, everyone. Taking care of business really fast. When's the unhalt? Edible's halted too, it looks like. And SBFM. Halted down. Weird chart there, right? They're just a dump. Oh, man. All right. Well. Okay. Took off view. Took off another few. Took off another few. Off another few. And another few. How many do I have left? Forget. Send it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'll take it. 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 Boom. Boom. Done. Done. Sell. Close all. And we're done. Fuck you. Thank you. Sweet. Okay. There you go. Sweet live trade. Smash the like. Oh my god. Let's fucking go, bitches. Stupid. So dumb, y'all. So dumb, right? So dumb. Lord. I got stopped on the rest of my endo, unfortunately, this morning. So there's the negative. I did have a few shares of endo left. And I got stopped out. Let's see what the totals are. I made history. Right? How much is that today? I don't know. I don't really look at my P&L that often, y'all. I just kind of let the results take care of themselves, really, at the end of the day. Wow. 337. $1,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. 8,000. I'll take it. I've been, my trading's been slow personally, but there's 8 G's. You know what I mean? And just go back, watch it, smash the like, get in the free program. For those who have been wondering, because I live trade I do this. I've been doing this, like just live trading every day for a year now for my students. I was like, fuck it. Everyone else, they give you 1 webinar a week. Anyone can trade well 1 webinar a week. My students, and if you're in here, you can attest. Like, I've been struggling personally. My dad died in January, and I've just been fucking depressed. Like, pretty much through March, I've just been in a funk, man. And this whole month of trying to mentor everyone and do this free thing is like, help y'all, right? Help y'all and help myself just get back in the game and do what I need to do. So I'm stoked about it. I'm stoked about it. That's badass. All right. That is sick. So I made 264. Realized days. 264 on the small account from 500 shares, right? I'll take it. We're moving the needle forward now in this account, okay? We're moving the needle forward. This is a small account that I'm trading, if you don't know, for my students, okay? Here's that P&L, right? Here is, so there's 264. Here is my margin account with Webull. I had 6,000 shares there. Okay. 3,700. Okay. And here is my Schwab. Right. I got stopped on Indo. I had set a stop, so I didn't even have to worry about it, right? It just took care of the stop for me. And then there's what, another 40 something, 4 something? I don't know. I'm stoked about it though. I'm stoked about it. And listen, if you've been missing my mentorship for the whole free mentorship, the whole free month of mentorship, I'm keeping everything that I've been doing for this mentorship on the site, right? So that you guys can watch it forever. So I'm a G like that, straight up. So it's, what I talk about in terms of trading and you want to play this game, you want to do it long term, put yourself in good positions over. Did I get lucky that Zach Morris pumped this? Yes. In terms of I just made $8 grand from it. Did I get unlucky that he pumped it? Yes. That fucking sucks, right? Because we get a bunch of idiots buy it, get bagged. That's what happened. That by the time everyone, listen, understand this. By the time everyone sees this shit, y'all, by the time everyone sees this, it's done. Everyone's jazzed about Cavill, but that was just the first one. It caught everyone by surprise. Now, look, this is what their old pumps used to look like too. So it's going to lose efficacy, unfortunately. I hope it holds, right? I hope it holds and rips personally. I hope everything holds and rips, you guys. I pray nothing bad to happen to anyone personally. You know, I'm a pretty positive person, even though some of these I come across as like mean and mad. I don't like when people fuck with you guys and try to take advantage of you. That's why. But sweet. But here's what I mean. I would much rather, okay, had he not do that to me today. I'd much rather not make 8K today and they put out a PR tomorrow. And then it gaps up to 3 or 4 tomorrow or something crazy for me, right? 253, whatever the fuck, okay? Like, that is in my head what this trade was, okay? Here's the reverse split. The goal for me on the splits that work well, and when they're working well, the goal for me post-split is pre-split high, which it already hit today, which is kind of why I was already taking shares off there, okay? But that candle, if you look at post-split as well, here's the split. The post-split high is actually 3, but the actual daily chart printed at 220, which counts too, okay? That being said, okay, if this were a pump from the company pre-market or something like that, it would have changed how I traded that completely. Does that make sense? Good question, Jake. If it fades enough, would I reload for the company pump? Great question. At this point, the problem is I don't know what it's going to do. Okay. I don't know. And I got to look at volume and stuff like that, but I don't know really at the end of the day. I'd assume they'll put out a PR anyways, right? I'd assume they'll put out a PR anyways. So in this case, I don't think it's dead. No. The only thing that could kill it is that this isn't natural. This was from this, right? That was from a pump. Okay? But it's still badass. I'll take the 8Gs today, no doubt about it. Right? I'll take the 8Gs today, no doubt about it. Who else? Who made some money on CISS today? Let me know in chat, please. I have a bunch of students I know who played this strategy in terms of if splits are running, they're going to try to swing reverse splits and try to play these ideas. I announced this trade yesterday live during the free mentorship, y'all. Right? Who has some? Who had some? And see, and the key is, if you see what I did there, if you see what I did as it was time to take profits, I just took it, you know, like it went up and I took it off, right? It went up and I took it off. Had I not, I would have watched $8,000 go away right there, right? That's 6,000. I'd still be up a few grand, right? Let's go. Move the needle, baby. Move it. Move this needle. I can't wait to get this buying power up, baby. Gonna miss, you know. Can I explain how do I find split pumps? Yeah, of course. I'll explain it very quickly for you. Okay, very, very quickly. You just gotta smash the like. Okay, now I'll do it. Very simple. Very, very simple. I go to the same tool that I use, which is Dilution Tracker. Okay. I go to Dilution Tracker. I go up here on the left side. Okay. See right here? It says reverse split. Click it. Okay. So important. Now, this was pumped by Zach Morris. Okay. But normally the companies pump it, like you saw. Okay. If you look at, what one was it? Wisa. Wisa. If you look at Wisa, right? Same thing. They put out a PR, but the next day they did a split, but the next day they put out a PR because they ran so hard yesterday is why yesterday afternoon I grabbed CISS and a couple other splits that I'm still holding. Does that make sense? Right? Wisa, right? They did their split. They put out the PR and look what the PR did to the ticker, right? Speaking of this is finally to the levels where if I was short this morning, I'm covering some, right? Covering some. This would be a price target area for me. And then next price target down and next price target down. Okay. The premise behind a secondary dip buy is that there may still be shorts twisted from both this morning and from yesterday. And now you have new shorts stepping in this morning as well. The problem with it, it's fucking extended as shit, right? Super extended. 1 to 10 or 11, 2 days. Doesn't mean it can't go higher and do one of those really nice moves, but just got to be careful, okay? Let me get back to the splits for you guys. Okay, let me get back to the splits. Is quite simple. Upcoming, so these are all vote approved. Look, vote approve. None of these have split yet. It lets you know what their ratio is going to be. They have their effective date for the split. They have the current float, right? They have the current float. They've got the status. So vote approved, it hasn't done it. Upcoming means that they've got a date, right? So if you're trading, this is a really important thing to understand, right? If you're trading penny stocks, you got to know, look, Wisa, complete. So here are the upcoming. We've got 4 more upcoming right now. And these are all the completed ones. 415, 412, 411, 410, 49, 48, 45, 45, 44. So you can see there aren't too many, but there are so many. There are so many at the same time. When do I trade them? That's the question, right? Well, when stuff like Wisa happens. Very simple. And then you'll see me with a grip of positions. Okay? Okay. So that's all I do. I go here. I go to the recent splits. I always track them anyways. They go on a watch list for me, right? So in case they PR, I get an alert on my email. In case something happens, I get an alert on my email. And then I just go through this list. I go through the charts. I find the ones that are most attractive, right? And there's a lot more to what's more attractive to me that I can't get into right now. But I do right here. If you want to go, that QR code at the top right-hand corner, right, of the chart will get you here, or you can go to rwtrades.com/free30, I think. There you go. Okay. There's that. For those who are already in the program, I've had a lot of you wondering if you can get a discount to get into my main alpha chat, to become an alpha wolf. A ton of you have been asking about that, and if you can have discounts, because you're brokies. And the answer is yes. Well, we did that for you. we've got a coupon code for you as well. Which one's that? Crush 2024, Tanner? I don't know if Tanner's here. But bottom right-hand corner QR code, this bad boy. That'll get you to the actual Alpha Wolf, where I live trade every day, sometimes twice a day, and do a bunch of like, if you just picture what paid service is when you see my free service, essentially. Okay. Crush 2024. Thank you. Yeah. Crush 2024 is the coupon code. It's our biggest discount we do. I don't go more than that. It's already, without the discount, it's priced way lower than everyone else's shit anyways, where you get 10x more than what they're giving you anyway. So it just is what it is. You know what I mean? Okay. Look at that bounce. Fucker. Fuck. I missed it already. That's what I wanted here. Was literally that bounce. Predictable bounce to VWAP, and I missed it. Just dicking around right now with y'all. Yeah, I'm not going to touch it now, but that's what I was just, honestly, that's all that was left for me today that I wanted to possibly capitalize on, was that. I can't believe Zach Morris pumped my stock, my split, live this morning. That's batshit crazy, y'all. You know what's funny? I knew he pumped it. I knew he pumped it the second I saw it hit my scan. I just saw my P&L go up, you know? This is what happened essentially. No positions now. But I saw the P&L go up, and yeah, I already knew if it was halted up, that was why. I had a feeling. Like, motherfucker just picked it, didn't he? Smash a like again if you guys are enjoying. Make sure you're subscribed so that you get notified when I go live, because I go live quite a bit for y'all. Okay? My plan is to drop so many lessons on here on YouTube, just short ones here. I still need to get them out to y'all, which we're going to be doing, working heavily on the rest of the day. Thanks, Preppy. Thanks a lot, Preppy. Good old Preppy. Buddy. You guys see? Do you see? Please smash the like if you understand what the fuck is happening. Bunch of idiots are just following him, right? And they're just going to be idiots. And that's why it works for him for now. But when they stop working, the problem is that if it stops working, which it already is, right? Look, Cavill is his first pump. I called this after Cavill, okay? Like, these pumps, when before people didn't know that they were just pumping. Big difference. That's the problem for them right now. I ain't hating on them. I'm just telling you what it is. Before, people didn't know they're pumping. Now, it's knowledge. There are a bunch of people who don't, but still pretty widespread knowledge. So here's his first pump, right? 2 to 10. Sick, right? What was the second pump? Someone remind me. I don't remember off the top of my head. yesterday, right? And it was because WISA was running. What's SXTC? Thank you guys. Thank you guys. SXTC. Look, yesterday's pump 1 to 3. Sick. That's a sick pump, y'all. Right? Boom, boom. Today, see? Do you see? So that is why I sold it. Smash the like. Some people know what the fuck they're doing on this platform. Some don't. But that's why I sold it. Because fundamentally it changed. It got pumped. That means everyone who was buying it was just following an alert. And the funny thing, he doesn't say he sells it, right? He doesn't even say he sells it. That's the whole point. But everyone got fucked, right? So just like anyone who gives alerts, they don't work. This is why. Because people chase them. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Then they panic. And it doesn't work. Doesn't matter who it is or what it is. Anyone that alerts publicly to large amounts of people, stocks, it doesn't work for anyone else. Long term, right? Sustainably long term. Does that make sense, y'all? And then today, right? So listen to this. Had I not taken action with my $1.50, $1.60 shares or whatever I had from yesterday, right? From yesterday afternoon, if I didn't take action, I would be down right now, right? I would have gone from 8-10 grand up to down a few grand right now and pissed at that motherfucker, right? Right now, I love the dude. Gracias for the money today, you know? But again, I would give this trade up 1,000 times out of 1,000 to get an actual PR from the company tomorrow morning or something like that. I can rebuy this shit. I plan on rebuying it if it goes lower. Straight up. That's the setup. This goes down to towards $1 right now. Please, God, thank you twice, right? I'll take that. Actually, I'm gonna watch this for lower. Who's calling me from Salina? Hold on, I gotta answer this. Oh, okay. I get called Mario Lopez every day. Every day, especially if I got the slick back when I put gel in. Every day, I get, you look like a AC Slater. Every day, bro. Damn. Fuck, man. Shit. What a fucking pump. So, okay, here's the difference, right? This is edible, a reverse split pump, right? RS pump, another one. Shit, I missed this one. I looked at this yesterday, and then for some reason I didn't take it. The reason was because I thought they PR'd already. Let me see. Did they? Fuck. Yeah, see? I knew it. I fucking knew it. So they did, I followed these guys. When they split, I'm watching them. I followed them. It was that 11th. Yeah. Okay, so they put out a PR this day and didn't go anywhere. Okay. They put out a PR on this day and didn't go anywhere, but they didn't do any volume. Was the problem too. So that was my issue, and they got it today. Fuck, man. Sick. What a reversal. Did anyone hit EDBL? I was obviously preoccupied during that entire time trading CISS right here, but anyone get that? If y'all need anything, holler at Tanner. He's here to help you guys, get you where you need to go if you want to get into chat and stuff like that, okay? Fuck yeah. Congrats. Sick. Anyways. What I'm trying to say is that if he didn't pump it, like I said, I'd give up the 8K today for the 30K tomorrow or 40K, right? Like 50K, 60K, 70K. When I wake up to like a $3, $4 gap up on that many shares, okay? 14,500 shares, okay? All I need is $2 for 30K, right? So that's what I wanted, like 3, wake up and it's at 3 and take profits. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. The fundamental situation changed. I reacted. Did you see an ounce of greed in me? Did you see an ounce? No, you saw only fear, only the knowledge and the understanding of what was about to happen on the chart. And then the knowledge that, listen, I got to cash this motherfucking check right now. Right now, I got to cash this check. Feel me? Let me know in chat. Let me know in chat if this makes sense to you, right? Something changes fundamentally. Someone pumps it. Same thing happens with like Sykes. If I'm in a ticker and Sykes buys it, not so much listed shit as much, okay? So what you'll notice about the pumps is that they are on illiquid stocks. They're illiquid. They're low float and illiquid. They're not like the biggest percent gainer of the day, in other words. Does that make sense? So it's a liquid, and then they can pump it. Sykes has been trading liquid NASDAQ gappers on dips, from as far as I can tell. And so his alerts don't matter as much to me when they're already trading astronomical amounts of volume. Okay. Same with some of these other people. If they're trading like the ones that are already doing $150 volume on the day, million, $500 million volume on the day, the fucking idiots that follow his alerts don't make much of a difference. Now, when it was like OTC land and they were more liquid, yeah, much more of a difference, but that's not the case anymore. So I'm not really concerned about his trades. I'm concerned if for situations just exactly like that, right? CISS with, and listen, if I didn't know that Zach Morris was back and pumping, that might have been something that would have been attractive to me, right? Just because it would have hit my scan and WISA's going and I would have said, oh, splits. And I probably would have taken a stab at it. Invo, let's see what she did. Oh my God. Do you see? That doesn't mean it's not going higher, but look at that pool. Do you see that pool? Do you see? Smash the like, guys. Please smash the like, okay? Hit the like, subscribe, join the pack, y'all. Rush 2024 coupon code if you want to trade live with me every day, or rwtrades.com/free30 if you want to take part in my free mentorship for the rest of the month, which it's going to stay on there. It's not just the rest of the month. It'll be there forever. So, but we went over this chart earlier, right? We went over this. Look at that. This is where the warrants are. Boom, right? Pull back off the warrants. Ooh, another push. Then a hard crack. Okay. Thing is for me, right, is, I mean, we predicted this, you guys, right? That maybe they're going to push it to these warrants and then execute them. Thing is that this also, for a fact, for me now, also means this is happening, okay? For sure. If I know it, all the shorts know it, okay? If I know it, all the shorts know it. It's public knowledge. I'm looking at this like this right now, something like that. But in other words, it can squeeze, okay? Billy bought it. If he didn't sell the strength into levels, he's fucked, okay? By the time this happens, it's back through pre-market highs. You got to break, cut. If you didn't, you're cutting through VWAP, right? That's why this always, I talked to you guys about this. There are better entries always. It's always going to pull usually below VWAP. And even if it's going to be strong, it's still going to give you at least a pull below VWAP. Okay. Right here, warrants. They can exercise them, millions of shares they can dump. Boom, 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 boom. Rinse and repeat, my friends. Rinse and repeat. Everything's a pump. Everything's a pump. Someone's pumping something somewhere. That's why I don't stick around. And here's the thing, like if for example, if I was long, what's the main splitter that's been running? If I was long WISA, for example, into the split, like I wouldn't be here today. Right? Personally, if I was long WISA, like from the ones or whatever, and the PR came out, I would have been selling it in the 2s and 3s. I probably wouldn't even made it to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe some shares, right? But I don't care. I'm just trying to take what I can take. I know they're all dumping. Trying really hard, by the way, to hold this area still on WISA day 2. We talk about it though. This is a very key distinction for me. If I'm trading in areas like this, I'm going to go back to my favorite analogy for this scenario so you can understand how I contextualize it, how my perspective is on risk, which is if I'm trading like day 1, okay, and I'm trading a reversal, okay, like it gaps from 2 to 260 and it's pulling back to 240, 230, right? Areas of support, in other words. And I can get great risk reward like that, okay? And I can get trades that look like this in the morning. Sorry, that's not the tool I need. This is the tool I need. And I can get great risk reward on a trade, right? This sort of idea. This is what I ache into, like, if you want to learn to walk a tightrope, right? This is like a slack line on a beach. You're literally 2 feet over the beach and you can fall. You're okay. You can learn. You're going to be fine. You can mess up. You're going to be fine. You know, you can try things. You're going to be fine. If I'm trading this area, anything outside of that, okay? But like here, look at that. It's even now, this dip, new lows. If I'm trading up here, I am walking a tightrope between 2 skyscrapers at the top of it. And if I fall, I die. That's how I contextualize it. That's how I see it. Okay? Big difference. Big, huge, important distinction. Halt down, right? Halt down. Patience. I err to the side of not trading if it's gone from 1 to 12, 1 to 10, 1 to 11, 1 to 12. Where am I taking it, right? In this case, remember what I said earlier? Remember what I said earlier about the only trade I really wanted here, if I wanted anything, was this very quick, very predictable bounce to VWAP off of previous highs from yesterday, right? And I said that for a reason. Okay. Let's look at tickers. We have plenty of action, my friends. INVO, we've spoken about, right? We've used fundamentals here on INVO to kind of avoid what's going on. The chart never set up for me. I don't have to worry about it. I hope it goes to the fucking moon, y'all. Runners bring runners. More runners, more runners, more runners until they don't, right? Until shorts are finally have had enough. All right, my friends. DDBL, halt down for the first time, post halt up here. Fucking phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. Okay. VIAO? VIAO? Did they make those Sony computers back in the day? Is that them? They're still a thing? I don't think that's them. That was VAIO, I think. Remember those? Anyone remember those? DSGM has a multi-day chart working right now for me. I'm not long, but it's got an interesting looking, pumpy sort of multi-day breakout looking chart, right? That's a risk for me. That's the problem, y'all, right? I always look at these charts from the daily perspective, and I look at it the same way I look at everything else. Like, where's the best entry? Where am I going to be the safest? First green day. That's a first green day pattern, right? And for me, on breakouts, that's the swing point. So nothing there for me right now. Just going through the tickers. All is well. Any questions? Let's get to some QIA, some Q&A. Again, 8-something thousand today. I don't know how much it was. Someone can remind me what conclusion we came to earlier, going through the numbers. But freaking phenomenal, y'all. Right? Really important live trading session because we've covered a lot of nuance between today and yesterday. You guys enjoying this? Let me know in chat, please. Let me know in chat, man, my friends. Just make sure to like and share this with people, man. Share it with, if you have trader friends, share it with them. Help them. Help them not do that dumb shit anymore. Help them bank, man. Help them change their lives. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help you guys do that. Whether or not you end up as my student, an alpha student in my monthly, or a one-on-one student, because I do work with a small group of traders one-on-one at the moment. I don't care, right? Do you know how many messages I get from people who are like, I watched your stuff, like, or I went to a boot camp a year ago or 2 years ago, and now they're just doing great. They're just like self-sufficient, like, making money. And that makes me feel really, really good. It makes me feel better than anything. There are times, you guys, where I'd much rather my students make money than me. It makes me happier. And I mean, it's kind of like being a dad. I talk about it all the time. You know, I'm a coach, basically. I coach my kids, right? I coach my girls' soccer, coach my boys' soccer, and some baseball. And nothing brings me more joy than watching them succeed and break down barriers and work hard and get results on the other end of that. And that's the same thing for me with my students and with you guys. When I get messages, and don't hold back, you know, whether you're my student or not, I don't care. You all are all my students. You know, if you're watching this, I consider you a student, but my personal students is what I mean. All right. If you want to, though, if you want to join Alpha, QR code, bottom right-hand corner. Crush 2024 coupon code. It's our biggest discount we run. It's just for y'all. All right. What else we got? What else we got? Again, if you want free, we got free too. All right. Chow, pow, 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 pow. No. Nothing required there. All right. Sorry. In terms of monetary, it's free. I do ask for you to send me a small vial of blood. All right. Packed in blood. All right. Not any more trading is going to go down for me this morning, it looks like. Keep an eye. I'd love to see the squeeze. Again, big part, right? They're dilutive, but shorts know they're dilutive, and I hope they get squeezed. I love that, right? Because they're like, oh, I love when shorts get squeezed, only because it provides a better market for me, right? Because it provides a better market for me is at the end of the day. Okay. So, pushing the small account forward. Had some nice bigger trades today. Did have to get stopped out on endo. It happens. Still a nice green trade there. Do I short stocks? I don't. Nope. Not for the time being. I plan on it in the future again. It's a great tool. It's a great tool. Don't get me wrong. It's an amazing tool. And big picture, these things go down, right? In small cap. So I get that. But also big picture, any one trade, you're done. And I know it. And I've seen what happen to friends. And I'm friends with brokers who tell me all the time what happens to short sellers that y'all know. You know what I mean? It's not even like talking about short sellers y'all know. Okay. Shorts blow up, and then they refund their accounts, and then they make money, and they blow it up. That's what they do. Oh yeah, okay. For those who do want one-on-one, yeah, the one-on-one mentorship special to me, man. It's special because I do 30-minute sessions every day, 3 hours a day, or like of my time. It's a lot of my time each week. Almost 24 hours of like almost a full entire day of each 7 days a week are spent working with students now at this point almost. But the one-on-one stuff is, yeah, I'm legit your coach. Like you and me, I get to know you. I get to know what makes you work, makes you tick. I go through all your trades. I break everything down, and then I give you whatever fixes worked for me. The only way is to talk to Tanner in the Discord. You can email him or whatever you want. That's the only way in, because I interview. He knows what he interviews people for me, essentially. And I only want people who are serious. For the time being, I'm not doing like hourly calls or anything like that. Yeah, this is what it is. If I'm giving you my personal time, I want to get to know you. I need to know you're committed. I'm committed. So it's only, you know, it's only for those people, in other words. And it's magic. It's magic. Tell you what, there's nothing better than it, because again, like for soccer, for me, the way I got ahead in soccer, the reason I was better than all my peers in Arizona and most of my peers across America was from the extra work. But it wasn't just putting in extra work. It was putting in extra work with my coaches. You know, I had specialists who worked with me. I had a psychology coach, running coach, strength and conditioning coach, finishing coach, you know, and their eyes, just their eyes, and on me, right? The rest of my team, we trained every day too, but I also trained alone every day with coaches. So those extra reps, the extra attention, just the objective eyes from someone who is better than me or knows me, and nice push on Invo. Again, this is not an entry. It's only exits for me. Like if I were dip buying, I'd be selling here. Does that make sense? Let me know in chat if this makes sense. If I was dip buying here, maybe the high or low, okay? I'm selling here. I'm selling some shares here, at least a portion of them. I promise. I fucking promise you guys and gals, if nothing else, if you can figure out how to sell to high of day, God, you're going to be, it's almost impossible to not make money. Long term, if you figure out where to sell, where you want to buy it, I promise it's going to work. You just have to figure that out. The problem is when you want to buy it is when it's up and it's going up and it's through the highs. Like that's when you get all excited. We have to program ourselves to understand, oh my God, I have to sell it up there. So exactly the opposite. Exactly the opposite. Does that make sense? That's it. Buy patience. If I'm long from here, I buy patience here, right? I've bought it and I can hold, right? I sell here and I buy patience. And then if it pulls back, I've sold some to high a day, bitches, right? And don't fucking get so hung up on each trade, how fucking perfect or not it is. You guys watch me. Y'all saw what I did there. I just said, fuck it. I'm going to take this shit off, right? CISS, there was no dicking around. Just, oh, it worked. Let's go, right? It worked, but not the right reasons. And I have to do that fucking, I have to make those decisions quickly. You saw. Fortunately, they halted up, so I was able to stop and think about it. And I had already known the second it halted up and it was him, I'm going to take it off when it unhalts. And I'm not trying to get anything crazy. Too bad it didn't unhalt at 3 like the other one, right? But go back and watch the webinar from yesterday if you want to know why. CIS, or today, I mean. I talked about it earlier this morning. You know what? I'm not going to do that to you because I'm not a dick. WISA, I know you're probably late. WISA, right? WISA went from 2 to 11. It was a reverse split, okay? So I just went through my list of splits yesterday, picked a few that looked good to me, a couple in the ones, right? A couple that have faded. TCON's another one I'm in that's doing pretty well right now, right? I could probably take it off. I've only got 3,000 shares. I'm up $1,000 there. Right? People start looking at splits because splits are running. But I hate that, you know, again, I talked about it already, but the Zach Morris pump thing on CISS kind of jacked that up for me. I don't know how much on CISS it did, but we will see. we will see what the repercussions ultimately are of that. It looks like if this candle finishes like that, it's looking lower tomorrow. Like maybe $1 I could get. If it goes to $1, I'm going to try it. That's my plan. The ISS. It's an ugly post-split chart. Like there's a big gap down here. There's a big gap down here. Right? So it's sketch. It's not perfect. More highs. I love it. Come on, baby. Anyways. I am going to wrap up this Webby. All right. We're going to wrap up this way. We've been going for an hour and a half, essentially. Right. Sweet trade. Almost 10 G's today. 8 something. Okay. Really, really important webinar. Let me know. Did you guys enjoy this? Did you guys learn something today? Let me know in chat, please. Make sure to smash the like if you did. My next YouTube live is supposed to be next Tuesday morning for pre-market prep. If you want to trade with me every single day for the rest of the month for free, in terms of pre-market, I'm doing free pre-market prep every single morning in my Discord, in the free Discord. Okay. Again, QR codes, the black QR code, that's for the free wolf. The green is for alpha, if you want to be an alpha and actually trade live with me every single day, which I do. That's the green QR code. Use Crush 2024 for 40% off everything. All right. Or the free wolf mentorship, which I'm running through April. What else? Vancouver. All right. I'll be in Vancouver at the end of this month. It's really small. It's going to be a small boot camp because we just announced it like a week ago. All right. Or 2 weeks ago. But I will be in Vancouver. All right. That is April 20th to the 29th to the 30th. I'll be in New York City, May 16th to 17th. We've got 3 seats left for that. There's 50 people. There's quite a bit of people coming to this one. We'll be right in Manhattan, right by the New York Stock Exchange. I'm working with a broker. We may do it random raffle style for that group, but I'm working on trying to get a small group of the people who join me in New York to go to the New York Stock Exchange with me and go check it out. Go watch the people that are butt fucking you every day. Okay? Sorry. So that's the idea, okay? New York, and then we got LA in June. That's what we got for now. All right? Free mentorship rolling. Free mentorship rolling. Like I said, black QR code, hit it up. I think we even have a coupon code for the boot camps too, right? Right? Whatever I can do to make stuff less expensive for you guys, I understand. Listen, I work with a lot of you who have paid a lot of people a lot of money already, and are still like kind of clueless. Blows my mind, but it just is what it is. So I do my best I've always done my best to make things more than affordable for everyone, and then on top of that, provide 10x the value, 100, honestly, 1,000x the value of a lot of places. So that's what I do. I spend every day filling in the gaps from all the other furus, essentially, that are in this game. Bunch of furus, and I'm here to fill in those gray areas for you. All right, and hopefully take some of you guys, which we have been this year, to the next level. All right. And then for others, just give you a base. Listen, if you're brand new, some of this stuff is going to be way over your head. I get it. But there will come a time. I wish I knew this stuff when I started. I promise. I wish I was able to just tell myself, if I could have sat down with myself for 1 hour when I started and told myself these things, holy shit, it would have saved me 1.5 years of pounding pavement trying to figure out how the fuck to do this, reading every goddamn book, watching every goddamn video on the internet, watching every Sykes video on his program in the challenge, watching Nate stuff, watching everything, right? So that's the idea. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully you got something from this webinar. If you did, make sure to smash the like, make sure to subscribe, hit one of the QR codes if you want to be in the free pack or one of my personal students or get into one-on-one mentorship. hit me up in Vancouver, New York, LA. I love seeing you guys in person. There's nothing better. And that's it, guys. We will keep you guys posted on our next stream. We will catch you guys on Tuesday for pre-market prep. Unless you're one of my free wolves, we'll be catching you guys every day for the rest of the month. All right. For those who are wondering what that entails, by the way, because some people have been asking a lot of questions during the stream. It's the free pack Discord. Okay. I'm doing free watch lists every day, doing free video lessons, free pre-market prep every day for the rest of the month. Right. And then some other cool goodies that we're giving out to you guys. So make sure to jump in, make sure to get in. There's nothing like it. People literally, for the information I'm giving you guys over for the next 15 days. And then in the last 15 days, people will charge you thousands and thousands for that shit, which is why I'm doing it for free, because fuck that. All right. Love you all. Stay safe. Catch you in chat. We're going to have a good one. Peace.